How's everybody doing? Not that I care, I just don't have an opening line. So, I gotta warn you guys, I had to take a migraine pill before I came up, and it actually just makes me really tired, and I also have to urinate a lot. So, if I start yawning and pissing myself, don't panic, it's just the medication. While we're on this subject, you know what's really gross? I walked into the bathroom and there was pee all over the seat. It's disgusting. I don't even understand how it gets there. I live alone. You know, I'm really afraid that my cat's gonna die, because for the last 4 months, I haven't seen her. So I'm pretty cynical. And lately, I've been trying to see the lighter side of things. And I know I'm making progress because when I was giving my brother's eulogy, I got a lot of laughs. So I really hate it when people say the phrase, I could care less. Because really, the phrase is, I couldn't care less. Because when you say that you could care less, it actually means that you care. And then I try to explain it to people, and they always look really confused. Kind of like you. Here I have a diagram. So if this is the bottom, and this is my care. If my care is here, there's a lot of levels of care lower than the care that I have right now. That's because I could care less. But if my care is here, it's at the bottom. There's nothing left. There's no more care. That's because I couldn't care less. Pass it on. You know what else I hate? Coleslaw. I do. Ugh. And you know what I hate even more than coleslaw is when people try to get me to taste their coleslaw. It's like, why? I already said I didn't like it. You know, and the thing is I actually really like cabbage. I like mayonnaise. I love sugar. It's just when you mix them all together and make coleslaw, it just really rubs me the wrong way. I mean, it's kind of like I enjoy sex. Sometimes I like getting blindfolded and roughed up a little bit. I love the Angeles Crest Forest. But when you mix them all together and you make my kidnapping, that just really rubs me the wrong way. So I have this friend that every time I tell her that there's something wrong with me, she comes back and she tells me that there's something worse for her. Like the other day, I was like, oh, my knee hurts. So she says, well, if it makes you feel any better, I have cancer. I'm like, well, no, that doesn't make me feel any better. That makes me feel worse. Now my knee hurts and you have cancer. You know what would make me feel better, though, is if you wrote me into your will. Good luck with the cancer. So I was reading about this guy that had, like, the worst Easter vacation ever. His name is Jesus. So when I am at my job, I work really, really hard at winning Bejeweled. That game is so difficult. So I was hit by a car on my bicycle a few years ago. It's not really the punchline. And you know how they say that your life flashes before your eyes when you're nearing death? Well, this is what went through my head at the exact moment that I was being hit by a car. I'm being hit by a car. So I have a lot of trouble focusing. And I was on a date with this guy the other day, and he was telling me a story. I don't actually know what he was talking about, but at some point he was like, "Hey, are you even listening to me?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. You know what? It's not your fault. I have the attention span of somebody that just doesn't give a rat's ass about your story." I was going to tell him that I have the attention span of a gnat, but I don't actually know how long a gnat's attention span is. Not even sure why that's a saying. They don't seem to lack focus. I've had gnats circling my garbage for 3 days. I've never been that driven. So I have a lot of trouble with my vision. Everything looks really dark and blurry. So I went to the eye doctor, and he told me that there was nothing wrong, that I see perfectly. So apparently, this is how the world really looks. And I just don't like it. Thank you very much.